This one you did see because it was out of TIFF that you caught this movie and you're like, yo, got a new movie from the writer who did Scream and it's a new slasher. It's now sitting on Peacock, so you don't even have to worry about what was possibly the best part of this movie. A film that takes place during the pandemic where two girls decide to go quarantine alone, but it's really centered on the coughs you hear in the theater, on the sniffles, on who's wearing a mask, who's not. It played perfectly when I saw it in Chicago as a part of the midnight category. I'm curious how it's played at home. Sounds like not too well, because this is just sitting on Peacock at this point. The movie is
I'm a little disappointed that this one got so dumped because I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty visceral and fun. It's one of the ones that I caught digitally at TIFF, so I haven't seen it in a theater, and it still really worked for me because beyond just the
Fair.
whole like in the months after COVID element of it, I think there's just a visceral nature to the action when they do go to these moments of like somebody wielding a knife and trying to slash at their victim. The camera like follows their arm in a way that it disorients you, but it's so exciting and it just like I felt like the action was a lot more high octane than you normally get in a horror movie. It was like it was action movie level action, but in a horror movie. Although I'm not trying to say it's like fight scenes, it's still like slasher getaway stuff, just really well choreographed, really
not the
well shot.
horror. Yeah. But like the
Yeah,
action, the
exactly.
stunt work to it was pretty impressive. Yeah.
The stunt work was awesome in the movie. So just for like a horror movie where you're gonna feel when somebody gets cut with a knife, you're gonna feel when somebody like falls and breaks their ankle. I thought it was really satisfying.
Characters sometimes make questionable decisions that maybe you wouldn't make. And it has a storyline that, again, coincides with the time period and what was happening. May age, but it worked for the moment. And like I said, especially works when you're in a group where you have several people coughing or sniffling through the trailers. And then the moment you get that opening sneeze joke in a grocery line, everybody conforms. And it becomes this playoff of the audience. So curious to see how it
It's
plays
also got this
for those at home.
Yeah. I think it's also got this really interesting sort of commentary on people's the sort of like helpless feeling that a lot of people had in the early months of COVID, where there was kind of like we don't know what to do, so we're just trying the things we've heard kind of element. And I don't know. I think the way that some of the COVID stuff pays off is really, really clever.
So, if you're interested in it, you have a horror movie right there in the comfort of your own home, streaming on Peacock.